I think ever since Anchor Green started 10 years ago, we have always been committed towards environment education being the focus for the school, and this we do through a very structured 6-year plan. We believe that our staff are very key in delivering environmental education to our pupils, and they need to role model this aspect as well. So one of the things that we have in place is our transport claim policy, where we strongly advocate staff to carpool. If they need to go for training, workshops, they go together.
IKEA has always been careful about the use of resources. At Anchor Green Primary School, we found a partner that was equally passionate about the environment and resources. IKEA could provide our leftover textiles to them, while AGPS had their parent volunteers who could teach the students how to upcycle their products. Looking at how they've managed to find a second life or second purpose for the waste materials has been inspiring.
The partnership with Anchor Green Primary started right in the first year of the Eco Schools program's launch, and we have had many successful projects. One of them is the SG50 CGS Award. Staying on this journey since the first year till now shows us that Anchor Green is committed for the long term.
When we were given this piece of land next to the Yishun Pond by the government, our design intent was to build a very modern hospital, and we wanted to bring back nature into Yishun. And when you look up, you see canopies of green and flowers coming down. So you actually can achieve a garden inside a hospital, and with that concept of a garden in a hospital, we also started getting volunteers coming in.
I love the model that is being adopted here. The vegetable that we grow here, first thing is given to the patient, and the excess vegetable, we actually send it back to the neighborhood. I think that this is something very special that keeps Boutique Hospital so vibrant.
One of our design intent was that besides being green, it must be energy efficient. The development of the dashboard actually now help us to know how efficient we are. With that dashboard, it will help a lot in helping us to monitor and help us to work on improvement in energy savings mechanisms. Out in the Yishun Pond, we were able to get interagency help. So PUB, NParks and the URA all came in to look at how to turn this pond into a health-promoting pond.
About 5 years ago, we have maybe about a total of 11 wetland, or you call marshland bird species. Now, around 2015, we have about 19 wetland bird species. That is about 60 to 70% increase, which is pretty significant.
Everybody wants a better Singapore, but it's the question of how can we have development, give people livelihood, jobs, but at the same time maintain greenery, maintain biodiversity, keep ecosystems functioning. I think that comes through engagement.
When we first got to know Dr. Sean Lam, we are working with him on the book, A View from the Summit. And this book we consider a classic in the sense that we still continue to refer to it for the scientific values and the research information that has been published. Dr. Sean Lam, both as a scientist, as a researcher, as a passionate conservationist, as well as an educator, has definitely made significant contributions to NParks.
He's a leader in his field, but he's also a servant because he's a great steward. Very early on in our rail corridor development journey, we decided to launch an ideas competition. One of the category of the ideas competition was to invite students from secondary schools to submit ideas for the rail corridor. And at the end of the competition, he took great pains to write the citations for the winning submissions.
I believe AGPS as a family can play an even more effective role as stewards towards an active and gracious community, as well as a vibrant and sustainable Singapore.
We are able to use this opportunity to design a hospital that connect people to nature. So you promote health and you also help healing in the process.
We in Singapore are so lucky to live in an area that's not just green, but it's got so much biodiversity. It's wonderful, it's beautiful, and I think it's our responsibility to make sure that future generations are able to experience this as well.